Okay, we're in a little double top here that's formed on the 5 range, and you can actually see here the double top, and I waited for a couple of lower closes, and one of the reasons for getting involved here is look at the RSI. We'd gone massively overbought at 96, huge amount of divergence there. We have this AB equals CD pattern as well, which completed right up here in this zone, and because of the AB equals CD pattern, and I was looking for an entry reason, we had the RSI confirmation, we had minor structure here, but with the double top I was able to enter in this particular trade. And so playing for fib targets whenever I have these AB equals CD patterns with confluence, first target will be down here at 382, second one down at the 618. The stop has gone just 5 pips above the double top because this is the 5 range, and so the risk is looking like that. The reward is looking like this, and a front run by 2 pips for first targets. Secondary targets, we're going to make those yellow. Second target's again a front run by 2 pips. Okay, so in terms of risk then, we're looking at 16 pips. Reward is going to be 21, and second targets is going to be 44. Let's just have a quick look at the 60-minute time frame. So I was actually looking for an area to get short anyway for continuation to the downside. However, because of the structure level here, however, I'm not going to be doing that using the 5 range. So the trade setup just isn't good enough for me to do that. Have a look at the 15-minute. You can see we've had a very bullish candle here, and the completion of that AB equals CD pattern. If we just look at the 5-minute, I think the only thing we had on the 5 was the RSI going overbought. Yeah, the RSI going overbought. And so just looking for a little bit of relief here, coming into the structure level, giving us the double top at the completion of the AB equals CD pattern. So there we go. We'll come back to this trade and hopefully see this double bottom violate this level here, and then we would have a decent chance of the market coming down. If I just zoom in, you can see as well the double top was valid. We did not violate the secondary test. We did not violate the first test with the second test, so absolutely valid trading opportunity for me. We're back for another update on this trade. We just got 15 pips up here on this trade, so we've actually now broken below the V point of the double top, and we could do a couple of things here. We could just continue straight down, we could retrace back into structure here, maybe even this level here up to a 618 fib ratio. There we go, dead on the nose there, the 618, and then see a continuation to the downside. So cannot implement any form of risk management here. This will be a trade that I'll simply just have to leave to hopefully go ahead and hit targets. We'll come back and hopefully catch the outcome of this trade. And we're back, and as you can see now, we have actually hit target 1. So that was a nice 21 pips. Of course, we only bank half of that, but I've managed to now move to break even, and excuse me, move to break even, a couple of pips past break even. So those pips are banked now, I can't lose any more. And just notice what price did. We had the violation, and I did say that we could see price come back up to the structure level here, or even a bit higher into that 618 fib. And you know, if you run through in your mind what the possibilities are, it is sometimes very helpful, because it becomes then less of a shock when you see price, you know, head in the wrong direction. You say, well, hang on a minute, I've seen this setup 500 times before, I've traded it 500 times before. I know that typically we can see price just rally down to targets, or we can see a retracement into structure, sometimes a retracement up to the 618 fib, and then a continuation to the downside. And it does actually remove that frustration and perhaps those butterflies in your stomach of the uncertainty, and it just allows you to stay calm during the trade. And now this is a risk-free trade. I've no idea if secondary targets will get hit here, but what I do know is that this pattern that I've tested, when I get an entry reason, I always go for 2 targets because I earn more pips than going for target 1s. So hopefully come back and see this thing rally to target 2s. And we're back for the last part of the video, and this is actually the second time I have to do this. I ended up deleting the recording of this trade actually hitting. I did actually record it, but then I deleted it and I've got no way of getting it back, so I'm having to do this final bit again. So as you can see now, targets have been hit. Total pips banked on this trade, 33 pips, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do that. And of course, don't forget to give it a like if you do like the content within these videos that I produce.